call me Mystic Mike because I predict these things.
Ryan Spann takes on Lukasz Brzeski this Saturday at UFC 318. This is Ryan Spann's second foray into the heavyweight division. Maybe he'll look like a trained fighter in this one, less of a fool. Was very disappointed in his last fight against Waldo Cortez Acosta, who is good. You know, Waldo Cortez Acosta's got power on the feet. You know, he's a solid heavyweight, but Ryan Spann just, you know, I don't know, he just looked sloppy, looked like he was kind of tentative, afraid of the power. Just feel like he's always making low IQ moves. So we'll see if he can avenge himself in this one against Lukasz Brzeski, which is a winnable fight. You know, Lukasz Brzeski, 1-5 in the UFC, 9-6-1 in his career. Kind of chinny. Was knocked out in his last fight against Nzechukwu, knocked out by Mick Parkins. Somehow got a decision win over Walter Walker, which is, you know, respectable considering Walter Walker's on a 3-fight winning streak. I think all by heel hook, but was knocked out by Acosta and then lost some decisions to Carl Williams and Martin Boudet. So I'm gonna go with Ryan Spann in this one, as much as that pains me to do so. I vowed I would never pick Ryan Spann in a heavyweight fight again, but they gave him Lukasz Brzeski, who's just not that good. You know, it's almost like they want Ryan Spann to win. They want some new blood in the heavyweight division. You know, he's big, he's athletic, he's got good power, he's got powerful leg kicks. He's big for the division, 6'5" with a 79-inch reach, fights out of a good gym, Fortis MMA. So I think he was just tired of making the weight cut, getting down to 205. He did look like he kind of packed on some sloppy weight, though, to move up to heavyweight. I wish these guys would just, you know, stay disciplined and put on a little bit of muscle and just not worry about the weight cut, not just kind of let themselves go. He kind of gassed in that fight with Acosta, throwing big, you know, big hooks, big power punches, starting to gas, shoot takedowns that didn't have a lot of oomph behind him. Low IQ moves, trying to do like a whizzer kick hip throw on Acosta, just kind of fell on his face. I just feel like he was kind of worried about Acosta's power in that fight, and I don't think he's really going to have to worry about that in this Brzeski fight. You know, Lukasz Brzeski can hurt people and get him out of there, but I don't think he has the finishing potential that Acosta has, and I don't think he can take a chin the way that Acosta has. Ryan Spann was landing some good punches at the beginning of that fight in the first round, but just started to, you know, give a little bit too much respect to Costa, started to gas a little bit. I think this time around he'll be a little bit more well acclimated to the heavyweight division, won't be given an absolute killer in Costa, given a winnable fight, somebody that he can get out of there, and Lukasz Brzeski, who's not going to be pushing a super high pace or throwing as much heat as Acosta was, and I think Spann will just be the bigger guy. So I think he gets this one done. He did have a lot of good wins at 205. You know, Sam Alvey, Devin Clark. You look at some of these wins, Ivan Kutalova knocked out Dominic Reyes. Even his losses, lost Anthony Smith, which isn't good, but he's fought a lot of guys. You know, he's lost to a lot of good guys, but, you know, he has the rub against, you know, the Nikita Krylovs. Bogdan Guskov, he was doing well in that fight before he got TKO'd. Johnny Walker, so has a lot more experience at a high level than Lukasz Brzeski, who's been kind of fighting the bottom of the barrel at heavyweight and hasn't been, you know, doing very well at all. You know, had some wins on the regional scene and got a shot in the UFC. Somehow he's still here, but 1-5 in the UFC. This will be probably his third fight that he loses in a row, and he probably gets cut. So, but I'm going to go with Ryan Spann. Not surprised by the odds. He is a favorite, -230, which is still a sizable favorite, but you would think that I would think that he'd be a little bit bigger than it. But again, we don't have a lot of confidence in Ryan Spann at this point, but I do think he gets this one done. I think he can chin Lukasz Brzeski to get the win or outwork him en route to a decision, but I do think Ryan Spann wins this one. Thanks.